Irving, well defended by Jaylen Brown, pokes it away, shot clock at 6. Irving trying to get away, fires it up, and a travel. That is sensational defense from Jaylen Brown.
Can I get locked up? They won't let me out. They won't let me out.
YouTube, what's going on? WittyP coming back with another one. Let's get it. We're going to talk some hoops today. We're going to talk the NBA Finals. We'll talk Kyrie Irving. Yes, Kyrie Irving been in jail. Boston Celtics got him on lockdown. Yes, between Jaylen Brown, Derek White, Drew Holiday, Jason Tatum even, got a few stops on Kyrie Irving in isolation situations. And talk some real hoops. That's what I do. Kyrie, one of my favorite players. I like Jason Tatum as well. I did a breakdown to the NBA Finals. Check that out. I feel like this still could be a long series, but only if Kyrie Irving, if he can get, who got bail money for Kyrie Irving? Who can get him out of jail? Kyrie Irving, he's been locked down, but I'm going to tell you how Kyrie Irving, can shake loose. How he can shake free. Kyrie Irving, yes. And one thing I will say, Luka Doncic, he's brought his game offensively, but if you watch, both of the games, Luka Doncic give up a lot on the defensive end for, the 32 points that he get, he gives up 14 to 16, whether it be his guy scoring on a breakdown or his guy, breaking him down, and Dallas have to rotate and help size. So Luka, he's giving up a lot as well, even though he's scoring, he's having a good series offensively. But Kyrie Irving, only averaging, 14 points per game in this series? Hasn't even hit a three-point shot. Kyrie Irving. Okay. This is what Kyrie Irving has to do to shake loose and get free of this Boston Celtics defense. He has to create his own offense. And no, I'm not talking about isolation at the top of the key. What I'm talking about is Kyrie, get the rebound and push the ball. You got to go coast to coast. You got to speed up the game. You got to speed up the tempo of the game. This is how Kyrie Irving has to get some easy buckets. This is how Indiana was able to score points on Boston. You have to speed up the game. Boston Celtics defense is too good in the half court for you to try to get in a triple threat and try to ISO and take 10 dribbles. No. Their defense is too good. They're too good. They have too much help side. They have too much length. They're strong. No, that will not work. When you're in the half court, Kyrie Irving, he has to make one move and go. Yes, when Kyrie Irving is in the half court, he has to make one move and go. Get triple threat and either get to the elbow or get to the middle of the paint and get to that mid-range, get to that pull-up. This is one of those series where Kyrie Irving, he may not be able to always get all the way to the rim, but he has that 5-foot pull-up where he can just pull up in the middle of the lane, off the glass, from the side. But he has to make one move and go. He can't keep jabbing and staring down at defenders, whether it be Derek White, Drew Holiday, Jaylen Brown, and he can't keep trying to cross and go behind the back. No, they got hands and they're letting them play, physical on the perimeter as far as, hand checking basically. Some people keep saying, shit, he's fouling Kyrie, this and that. I don't want to hear none of that bullshit. Get that out of here. They're not fouling him. They're playing physical. They're letting them play. And Kyrie Irving is losing the ball. And I'm going to be real. He doesn't look like he has that burst, that quickness like he did in that Minnesota series. He has to speed the game up. Also in the half court, Kyrie Irving has to come off screens, come off pin downs. He has to get the Boston Celtics defense moving, play more off the ball. Yes, that's what he has to do. He has to get this Boston Celtics defense moving. It's too hard to score on just staring them down and trying to go 1-on-4, 1-on-5. No, it will not work. And he needs to take a page out of Steph Curry book. I know they have Drew Holiday and Porzingis now, but see what some of the defensive strategies may be the same. Look at what Steph Curry did to get free. How he moved without that ball. Steph Curry moved without that ball. It's hard to guard. Kyrie got to come off the ball, so it's not as many eyes on him. So come off pin downs, come off screens, come off down screens, things like that. That's what he has to do. He has to create his own offense. Like I say, by getting a rebound and going coast to coast in transition, half court, when you're in a face up, you got to make one move and go. You can't be playing. You can't take 5 to 10 dribbles. No, you got to make 3 dribbles, boom, boom, get to that pull up, boom, boom, get to the hole, kick out, whatever you're going to do. And in the offense, you got to come off pin downs, come off screens. That's how you got to free yourself up from the defense. Because them just sitting there, set, they're too good, help side. They have too much discipline, Boston. And they're too athletic. So he has to bring his game if this series is going to be, extended, to, possibly 5-6 games. He has to show up offensively. He does. And this is how Kyrie can shake free. We talk real hoops over here. I don't do none of that fanboy shit. None of that. We're going to talk some real hoops and what really needs to be done. Kyrie Irving, I will say, he looks like he's slowing down just a bit. Don't have that burst, at least in this series. He doesn't have that burst to get past the defender. They're in his airspace. As the OGs would say, they in his chest. OGs, they say in his chest. Now we use the term, they're in his airspace. When he's facing up, shit like that, even when he get off a jumper, it doesn't look comfortable. He can't get, full extension and shit like that. Doesn't look comfortable. And I knew game 2, Kyrie wasn't locked in all the way because he hit his first shot and he started yelling, getting excited at the crowd. Yes, you want to play with emotion, but when Kyrie is focused, or an athlete when he's at his most supreme focus, he doesn't hear anything. He blocks out everything. You damn near black out. You black out. Go back and watch LeBron James when he had to go to Boston when his legacy was on the line and shit. And he just blacked out. You go dark. You don't hear shit. And that's when I knew Kyrie, he wasn't all the way locked in. He getting excited. It's only your second shot that you hit. Yeah, good shot. You want to play with emotion and tense. But you got to be locked in. Your second shot ain't shit. Mama mentality, you got to lock in. You got to make 50 more of those. So who cares about just making your second one? You got to lock all the way in. You do. You can't be celebrating after you hit a couple, this or that. The job is so far from done. Who cares about that shot? Yeah, it was cool. Get back on defense. Got to lock all the way in. Supreme focus. So let me know what y'all think. Talk some real hoops. How Kyrie Irving can get out of jail. They won't let me out. I'm locked up. But I talk real hoops. I love defense as well. So I love what Boston is doing because I was a defensive player when I hooped. So, I love it. But let me know what y'all think. Drop some down in the comments. Keep the fire coming. Keep it rolling. Best way you can help us share the video. If you're entertained, hit that cash app. You can check me.